Nowadays, the ability to concentrate is a need. Almost like a unique form of superpower. In other words, anyone who can focus on a perform a single, mind-numbing people with the ability to concentrate on. Nobody should be surprised by how much more you accomplish. Greater than those of other people in many respects. Where you would get the most bang for your buck. Focus, be it for work or study. You may study for your job or pursue your passion if you have the time. Concentration is the key to success. Outcomes more quickly, which is why I'm going to break down how it works today. To what extent are your distractions? Along with your suggestions on how to enhance it and mine. I'm aware that you're now engaging in procrastination. Just take a time and watch this, but I won't. Make the effort worthwhile. Consequently, seize a scrap of paper and a writing implement and make a point to jot down a few essential notes. With regards to the information presented in this video. Using this method, you may maximize your profit. Stop putting things off and start doing them. Rest comfortably, because this is where things are about to get. That's a lengthy one, so let's get right into it. There are two distinct kinds. Dispersed and focused attention. Generally speaking, focus scattering is abroad. Focused intention here is your someone who tries to juggle a lot of different tasks at once, while simultaneously cleaning the phone at home while doing housework, preparing a meal, or attempting to do so. To zero in on one topic, yet they can't seem. I was distracted by something else at the simultaneously, and this is what the vast majority of individuals. What different things do they focus on? The issue lies with a great deal of variables. It's because of this kind of concentration that your mind is poor inter-task transitioning skills. You might view a lot of different things at once as you transition from one activity to another. Rather than making a sudden change. Context of anything into your brain. Put whatever it is you're doing into your job. Remembrance when you are always on the go. Shift the focus of your attention. Because of this, your brain is being forced to load and effectively refresh the context every time. In the end, you wind up squandering a lot of precious brainpower. Circulating energy exiting in both directions. You've been working yourself to death without accomplishing anything. Now that we're looking at it from the opposite side, we have directed the ability to put your attention and mental energy where they need to go in order to focus on one thing while doing another else. Putting everything else aside, this is what you should strive towards, and this is how. Focus is where top performers put their energy. Focused attention on a single task, such as beam of light comparable to a laser, and they use it to perform to their fullest potential while in the absence of any other influences. Thus, what can you do to prevent concentration wandering? It's just get rid of everything, plain and easy. Avoid any stimuli that might possibly cause you harm. Focus. How about we consider it this way? Hypothetically, let's imagine you're able to focus on 5 separate things at once. Always accessible, which means you may use it whenever you want. Feel free to apply those 5 resources any way you see fit. All of them might be used on learning to concentrate in this way. Let's imagine your mom walks into your area as you work on your homework and provides about 45 minutes, supper will be ready. Still, even if you put forth an incredible amount of effort and regardless of how brief the exchange was, in 10 seconds, you'll need to split your focus in 2. The thought of food will now preoccupy your concentration won't be as strong as it once was. Previous to the deployment of a focal unit. Foregoing your supper as an example. It's time for a study session. There's a delay before you can use it effectively. Recover your concentration, and you'll reach using your precious cognitive resources on process. The irony is that you're the one who is the most likely toting something equally annoying. Mother always close at hand, mobile device. For all its little size, this contraption packs the most powerful ante. This gadget is laser focused. It rings and it sends out vibrations, and each new message is accompanied by warning. It emits a beeping sound. Is sufficient to distract you from your preoccupations. The role that was intended for you. Focus on. Yet despite the fact that if your phone is on mute, you're more likely to, whenever you need, you may quickly glance at. Is splitting your focus a symptom of boredom? Yet that doesn't mean you should ditch the mobile device or anything similar. Instead, what I'm really recommending is for times when focused attention is required. Wherever you store it, be certain that it won't bother you and that you won't possess the ability to view it. Phones aren't the only distraction though. Sole distraction. Your phone isn't the only gadget that can do that. Perhaps the single most important factor. The important thing is to open your mind to the possibilities, interruptions, and how to stay focused. Additional factor that can be influencing. Biology is the basis of your concentration. We don't even think about this. However, if you put your mind to it, you can. For optimum performance, your care and attention to detail are essential. If you sleep with your body tucked under a every day, give it 100% for 7 hours. Will be harmed despite the fact that research has showed that obtaining 7 to 9 hours, increasing one's sleep time improves one's keeping your mind and body active throughout the day is regular maintenance that must be performed each day. Foundation because dopamine is being secreted. Catecholamines, dopamine, epinephrine, serotonin, and others. Hormones in your brain that affect concentration. In challenging tasks, exercise has a positive effect. If you're wondering, no, I don't mean getting out and jogging rather than a full-on marathon, a simple stroll. It's unnecessary to provide more extra points for blocking. A proper amount of water is a must if you're going on a hike. You may also have something that's. Have you ever woken up in the morning and, upon waking, it is difficult to concentrate at once? One of the explanations is why. For more than 8 hours, you hadn't had anything to hours, so you're only little dehydrated at this point in. The food you eat also has a significant impact in the performance if you're indulging in filling one's face with junk food, as well as the damage that soda may cause to your brain. Food that is bad for you since it's heavy in sugar. The material causes confusion and fatigue. Neglecting to focus might prevent you from achieving an important goal. To investigate potential better options. If you wish to be able to concentrate more easily. In order to treat one's physical self with respect. Okay, let's look at some construction techniques right now. Your attention, it must be said that focus is a talent that may be developed. Commit yourself to a regimen or method of study. Train for a sport, and you'll get better at it. Start off with a higher chance of success. Maybe only 10 minutes of undistracted attention. Minutes, but the next day when you do that day, your focus and concentration levels will build up your muscles, and you'll be able to pull it off. Thus, if you want to keep it up for a while. I have been unable to focus for what seems like hours. That's okay. Guided training is fine. Pay attention to the big picture and how to. Focusing on something specific is a skill that may be honed with practice. Concentrated period during the day. Laser-like focus on a single activity. Wish to make meditation a daily habit. Many of us are waiting for the habit to become an ideal moment to seize an opportunity. Whenever we feel like it and whenever we have the motivation to do so. Before we go, we make sure the stars are aligned. In addition to concentrating, but that's the. Instead, it's preferable to take an. Set aside time each day to relax and reflect. Relax, focus, and accomplish one thing at a time. As long as you have the opportunity, it is your intention to preserve the window of opportunity as best you can. Morning 1 is prime time for concentration. An average of 1 hour after waking up. You're wide awake, but your thoughts aren't. Nonetheless, preoccupied with other matters that need your focus and immediate consideration. Generally speaking, you don't have any interruptions, and you've got every focusing device lined up to be disseminated at this hour has. Numerous famous painters of the past have used authors, thinkers, and sages, but what about afternoon? Let's check to see if you had a during the course of your hectic day. Dispersed in all directions. And you get a lot of mental exercise as a result. Hence, it is less difficult to concentrate. Every morning, your mind has been having slept for 8 hours, so if, while multitasking, you make a decision. Sunday afternoon, it's time to shift gears and focus on a mental slog like, for instance, If you are having trouble with your simply by deciding to do so, your mind will be too busy with other things right now. For this reason, such endeavors are very flail yet not be a failure. Attempting to concentrate in the late afternoon is futile. You should only let it rain naturally to achieve your only that. Taking a vacation will show you how important it is to. I find it difficult to focus on one task for an extended period of amount of time without becoming weary of thinking, and it makes no difference whether your attention is dispersed or laser-like. Quite taxing. Rest is definitely required. Take a breather from the mental exertion of it. While here is where the vast majority of people do. For those who are taking a breather, you may have spotted a slip-up. Does not necessitate taking out your cell phone and watching videos on Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter. Maintaining mental activity and despite this, you are actively occupying your mind. As a result, it's going to use a lot of your mental resources. Instead of doing what you should and charging it, you replace it with a stroll around the park. Sit quietly and reflect, or even take a sleep. Taking part in such pursuits enables you to disconnect and kick, recuperating your mental strength do. I'm sure you'll agree that they're not nearly as exciting. Seems dull, but you need to let yourself permit yourself to get bored and feed your mind space to relax, with the understanding that taking a vacation from your mind is not simply for those times when you want to shift your attention from being dispersed to focused effort is also highly beneficial. Every time you choose to increase your capacity for keep your attention laser focused in another direction, it takes you there just by looking at it. Continually jogging for 60 minutes. Then, after that, you'll have a 15-minute rest before one more hour of running is in your future. There's always the option to take it easy and have a 15 minutes of inactivity before you must leap. Jump on a jump rope and do 15 minutes of burpees. To be honest, it's rather clear that you need to pick answer A. Not wanting to put up any more effort. For optimal performance when running, it's important that you maintain a healthy level of energy. After all, for the next hour, if you want to concentrate, think of it like going on a run. After concentrating for an hour, you not looking to further stimulate. The combination will only lead to exhaustion in your mind if you sit in front of the internet. So look around for something you'll enjoy. Not anything that challenges your mind and it aids in detaching from your own feelings and favorite pastime is taking a even if it's only a short stroll. I find that it helps me clear my always, just this moment, the best method. It connects utter concentration with one's. The Pomodoro technique is a group break method I have already documented in a video approach, but I'll sum up in a jiffy. So, here's how it works. You pick a chore you decide to focus on. You may use a timer to help you stay on task. To sit quietly for 25 minutes and do nothing. When the timer goes off, focus on that specific job. You stop what you're doing for 5 minutes and when you're done, start the timer again. Each session lasts for 25 minutes. A lengthier break, often 30 minutes, while that's seldom necessary. The rigidity of working for 25 minutes straight and then 5 guidelines suggest a minute or two of downtime every hour. For as long as you see fit, that is. The likes of how complicated the example when I'm making my own videos. I like to have a 45-minute buffer. Seconds, followed by a 15-second respite. That's why you need to take some risks and find the optimal combo for your needs. If you've gotten this far, congratulations. You're the video. Well done, you're paying attention. Superior than that of the average person because was a really lengthy film, so I'll just sum it up briefly. Everything I've discussed thus far, attention on two distinct aspects. Dispersed and focused attention both help you seeking to concentrate intently while avoiding dispersed thoughts and ideas in the easiest technique to avoid attention drift is don't get sidetracked every time something. If anything distracts you, you lose concentration. And your mind needs to reload them. Continually losing your context. Overwhelmed by responsibility to your physical self. If you want your mental self to work correctly, you need to take care in terms of your actual physical condition. Maintaining a healthy routine, getting lots of sleep, working out, etc. Watering your plants daily and keeping an eye on the news. In terms of the food you eat, focusing one's attention is an important talent to have if you want to succeed. Right now it's okay if you want to concentrate. Exercise your focus like you would a muscle. Spend time in practice, and you'll get better at your sport over time. Improve your skills in this area. Do not procrastinate. Instead, make attention a regular habit. Just chill out till inspiration strikes. Cryptic moment when you're on your way to work or school. Mornings are best for concentrated work. Best case scenario because typically there aren't distractions, and your mind isn't fully busy with a lot of different things, as of the 6th on. Engage your mental faculties. Try some deep breathing exercises, some light exercise, or maybe a little sleep. Don't fight boredom. Instead, embrace it. Engage in a stimulating activity, such as searching the web. To the world of online media, this is of critical if you want to avoid distractions later on. Times of the day. 7th, schedule frequent pauses in your study. Really tiring, so take a break if you need to. Give your mind a break, and you'll be able to concentrate much better. Vigorously for another time and check that you are not just chilling out but resting. Invigorating your brain by means of the number. The 25-minute time limitation strategy, aka the Pomodoro. It's the ideal strategy for linking focused effort with frequent rest periods. If nothing else, let's make this happen. Here is the routine you should be following every day. Maintaining attention till the final frame. I really hope this has been entertaining for you. I hope that you will be able to concentrate more effectively instead of the day before. If you find this video to be helpful, please leave a comment below, click the like button, and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe